April 15th will always be a memorable day for myself. It's National Tax Day. It's former dictator Kim Il-sung's birthday. And last but not least, it's my son's 14th birthday. Happy birthday, Aaron. We're going to look at some prize picks. Let's go. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Craig Bennett, aka Cash Keg here, back with another NBA Prize Picks video. We're going to do today. We got 2 game slate, the last playing games. Like I said, it's my son's 14th birthday today. Wish him a happy birthday. Kid's being a giant, man. He's 14 years old, almost 6 foot tall already. Got to be a monster. But yeah, let's just do some picks today. Again, I got 5 for you here this morning. We're going to keep knocking these out. Hopefully we can keep on the streak that we're going. And we'll just jump right into this. But if you like these videos, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and turn that notification so you know when I upload these videos. As you know, the lines do move through the day, so you want to get in. If you're tailing me, get in early because the lines do move. So with that, let's jump right into it and check out what we got on tap for today. All right, as you can tell, we have the NBA Prize Picks desktop version up here. I had some people ask some questions about what you should do with Joel Embiid. I mean, come on, man. It's a half a point. Of course, it's a free square. This is their this is kind of their olive branch they gave you for their site having some issues a couple days ago. So this shouldn't be a question. You just take this over. I do think it has a $20 limit on it though, so it's not like you can play massive money on it. But hey, I mean, you match this with something 100%. Like, you're taking the over here. I shouldn't have to say this, but I've seen some questions out there. You take the over on the Joel Embiid half a point. All right, let's dive right into these plays real quick because we do have 5 of them to kind of go over and talk about here. And the first one we're going to talk about, we're going to go points. And we're coming down and we're talking about Paul George. I hit this thing, the last playing game that he had earlier this week, and it was at 20, open like 24.5. We hit it at 25.5 or 26.5. He hit 34 points. He's going to play mega minutes here, right? And that's what it comes down to for me. He should probably have Herb Jones chasing his butt around. But Paul George, he can get his shot any way he wants to. As long as it's going in, he will create his own bucket. Shot 24 times that playing game against Minnesota, played 41 minutes. He's going to play massive minutes. This is win or go home for these guys. So I want these superstars that are just, the projection models are not going to push the amount of minutes and usage that they're going to normally have in the season, right? Like, usually he's playing probably mid-30s minutes. He's going to play every minute in there if it's a competitive game. Again, he shot 42% against Minnesota, 10 for 24, and still put up 34 points there. I like the same kind of thing. He went to the line 11 times last game. So if they start pressing him pretty hard, I can see him doing the same thing. So I don't mind his over free throws as well if you want to look at that. Shot 6 from 12 from 3-point range. The game before that, he shot 6 for 9. So he's been shooting really well. So if you want to take the over on 3-pointers, I like that as well. But I'm going to go over on points here just because I think he's going to have to do it all. The ball's going to be in his hands, So I'm going to go right back to the well here. And we're going to go over Paul George, 27.5 points. The Pelicans are ranked 13th in points allowed, 23rd in field goal percentage allowed, 23rd in 3-pointers allowed. And again, he should just do whatever he wants here, regardless who is on him on defense. So I like in these playoff games to take the studs, man, because they're going to play massive minutes and the usage and the ball is going to be in their hands. So we're just going to go right back to well here to Paul George, over 27.5 points for him. Next one we're going to look at, we're actually going to go to one that's kind of funky, but I kind of like it. And we're going to go to blocks and steals. We're going to go to Herb Jones. Herb Jones, 2.5 blocks and steals here. And this is what he's doing. He's not out there to score. I was curious how many minutes they would run him out there with Brandon Ingram back. And they like to put him against their best, scorer on the other side. So I can see him matching up against Paul George in this. And with Norman Powell coming off the bench, Powell had an awesome first half last game against Minnesota, but really shrunk, didn't do well that second half. And I think that's what killed him. He just was not aggressive, and he's got to be aggressive in this matchup. But played 38 minutes in that game against the Spurs. So if we're going to see something similar to that, where he's out there just guarding their best defender, their best offensive player, he's going to be out there a lot. So I'm going to take the over on the 2.5. It's kind of high, but if the last 4 times he's played the Clippers, the last 3 times he's played the Clippers, he's went over it. On November 29th, he put up 3. January 13th, he put up 3. On April 3rd, he put up 3, all against the Clippers here. So with the minutes he's probably going to play here, I was kind of curious what they would do with him. You know, it's Clippers are favored by 4, 216 over under. He's going to be out there. He really goes for the steals and in his defensive, you know, juggernaut. That's what he does. Like that is why he is out there. So, you know, if he's going to continue to play minutes like that, which I figure he will, I'll take the over at 2.5 here at blocks and steals. Generally, these are a little more risky. But with what he is out there doing, and he's not focused on scoring, he's out there just with defense. I can see him getting there. So we're going to take the over on Herb Jones, 2.5 blocks and steals. Next one we're going to look at, we're going to go to 3-pointers made. This is one that we cashed in the other day, and we're going right back to it. We're going to go to Darius Garland, over 2.5 3-pointers made. Same kind of deal here. You know, I just don't see the reason not to go back to this, right? The juice is on the over to around minus 140 on this 2.5 3-pointers made. He's went over this in 7 of his last 9 games. Atlanta is 20th in 3-pointers allowed, 25th in 3-point percentage allowed. He's played Atlanta twice this year. He's went over it once and under it once. But the under, he only played 29 minutes that game. He's going to play 40 or 40 plus minutes in this do or die game. He should shoot a ton here. So it's one, you know, he's 3 for 6. 3 for 5, 3 for 6, 2 for 6. So he's shooting 5 or 6 3-pointers a game here. And in a game like this where they have to win, we could see even a little bit more. So I'm going to go the over on Darius Garland, 2.5 points or 2.5 3-pointers made. I even like his points too, if you want to take a shot at that. It was sitting at 25.5. He put up 34 against Brooklyn. But I'm going to still go with that 3-pointers made for the official play. But I do like both of them if you want to take a crack at that one. The next one we're going to go to is assist. We're going to go down here, and I was looking at, we hit CJ McCollum last time. He kind of got there in the second half. But I'm going to go Brandon Ingram here, over 5 assists. Just the way that he has the ball in his hands a ton. He's went at or above this in 9 of his last 10 games. Again, the Clippers are ranked 12th in assists allowed. He's going to play a ton of minutes. That was his first game back, you know, for a good week. Against the Spurs, and he ended up playing 30 minutes, but they didn't need him, right? Like that game was pretty much in hand. So the way CJ McCollum's been super aggressive to the hoop, I think we'll continue to see that, and maybe we'll have, you know, Brandon Ingram, you know, playing more that point and getting guys involved because the ball's in his hands, and CJ doing more of the scoring while he gets his legs underneath him. So I'm going to go over on Brandon Ingram. 5 assists here, because basically it was either him or CJ McCollum, going back to that one. But I feel a little better with Brandon Ingram with the ball in his hands a little bit more. CJ maybe spotting up for some threes or you know, breaking to the basket. I think the right play here is Brandon Ingram over 5 assists. And then the last one we're going to look at here, we're going to go back to points. And again, these are all picks for tonight, right? I'm just trying to split these up for the day. That way they're relevant. You can watch these videos. I have one already for Saturday. I'll post at the end of this one, and then I'll do another one for Saturday because we got, you know, total of 4 games on Saturday, so there's more plays. So I'll do another video today for the Saturday plays, just with there's more games. But we'll just do one video for today, being only 2 games and trying to find that value. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go Trey Young over 29.5 points here. I know he didn't get there in Charlotte, but it was kind of a blowout. He only played 33 minutes against Charlotte. He shot the ball 24 times, but only shot 33%, 8 for 24, and he still put up 24 points here. I think this game is going to be more competitive against Cleveland. Cleveland is a 2-point dog, 222.5 over under here. I know Cleveland has good defense, but in the last 3 games, he's put up 35, 41, and 30 real-life points against Cleveland. Back on December 31st, February 15th, and March 31st, he went over this number all against Cleveland here. There's not real juice either side of this. The line's up at 30.5 at a lot of places out there on the regular books. But if you're going to tell me you're going to get a guy that probably, you know, in a do or die game like this where they have to have it, and if it's going to be competitive where he's going to play 40 minutes, and he shot 24 minutes in a game where he only played 33 minutes, I think we're going to see, you know, 24, 25 shots out of him again. And if he can land a couple more of these, he should easily get this over. So I'm going to lean for the Trey Young over 29.5 points here. just for that reason. Hopefully his 3-pointers can go down. He struggled against Charlotte, only going 1 for 7. But you know, he's going to shoot that. He's going to get to the line. He went to the line 8 times against Charlotte, 7 for 8 there. So we're going to go right back to this. Trey Young over 29.5 points. So here are the 5 plays that we do have here. If I had to rank them, I'd put Paul George first at over 27.5 points. I put Darius Garland second at over 2.5 3-pointers made. Then I'd go Brandon Ingram over 5 assists as number 3. Then I would go Trey Young over 29.5 points made as number 4. I would put Herb Jones just because blocks and steals are a lot. They're kind of like 3-pointers made for me. They're kind of a hard stat to like really feel comfortable about. We're going to put that number 5 at over 2.5 blocks and steals. So those are the 5 plays that I got for today. If you like this video, hit that like button on your way out, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.